Hey everyone, hope you're doing good. In this video, we're gonna color the character we designed. So if you also want to become a pro animator, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to our channel. Alright, so the coloring panel in Moho is called Style. If you don't see the Style panel in your software, you just need to enable it from the window menu, just like I'm doing here. There are different ways to color a character, and we've already covered all of them in other videos in this playlist. But I usually prefer using the Create Shape tool for character coloring. Now, after selecting the Create Shape tool, I click on the points related to the character's hair. As you can see, only the strokes are selected right now, but I want both the stroke and the fill to be colored, so I choose the Both option to apply both at the same time. But to sample the color from my reference, I'll keep it on stroke mode for now and use the Eyedropper tool to copy the color. I select the hair color from here, and for now we're not dealing with shadows. The stroke color, as you can see, is already black, so I'll keep it that way. As for the stroke size, I think 4 pixels looks fine, so I won't change it. Now that I've selected it, I switch back to Both and then click Create Shape. As you can see, both the stroke and fill are colored exactly like the reference. If I turn off the reference layer from the Layers panel, you can see that this part is properly colored. Now, this inner part I'm selecting has a white color, and just like before, both the stroke and fill need to be colored, but with a slight difference. For now, to copy the color, I'll turn off this layer and set the mode to stroke so I can see what's underneath and use the Eyedropper tool to sample the color. Now I pick the color and switch the mode back to Both. If I set it to fill, the outer stroke will disappear, and we definitely don't want that. But now an extra stroke appears inside, which we'll remove using a simple trick. I click Create Shape, and as you can see, an extra stroke has been added here. There are different ways to get rid of it, but I'll use the Hide Edge tool for this. As you can see, with the Hide Edge tool, any stroke I click on gets hidden. This way we get exactly the result we want. It's that simple. Now I select the remaining part of the hair. If you accidentally select any extra points, just hold Alt on your keyboard and drag over them to deselect. Then I sample the color from the lower part, and while in Both mode, I click Create Shape to color this part as well. There's one more stroke here, and all I need to do is select it and click Create Shape to color it. It's as simple as that. Now, as you can see, the character's hair is fully colored, but there are also some shadows, which we'll cover in more detail in advanced videos later in the series when we talk about more complex coloring techniques. Now I do the same thing for the eyebrows. I select them and copy the color, but since they don't have a stroke, I only fill them with color. For the character's mouth, we use the same technique, but this time we only create a stroke and copy the color for the stroke. And for the nose, we do the same thing, but only for the fill. Now, coloring the eyes is a bit different. We start from the bottommost shape and work our way up to the top. Always make sure to begin with the backmost part so the shapes don't overlap and mess up your design. I'll speed up the video a bit so your time isn't wasted, and in the meantime, I'd really appreciate it if you like this video and turn on notifications so you'll know when we upload new content. Now it's time to color the ears. First, I color the larger shape, which should be further back. For the color, I copy it from the reference, just like before, using the Eyedropper tool. And if you pay close attention, you'll notice the stroke on the ear is slightly bigger than the strokes on the other parts, so I'll increase its size. For the inner part of the ear, I darken the color a bit, or I can copy the color from the left ear. Now I click Create Shape, but notice that the stroke inside the ear disappears at some point. To create this kind of change, we need to use the Line Width tool. So I select the Line Width tool and start making the areas where it's thinner, more narrow, and for the parts where there's no stroke, I set it to 0, just like you can see in the video. If anything is left, I use Hide Edge to remove it, and that's it. Now, we do the same thing for the other ear. Now it's time for the character's head, which is the easiest part. All we need to do is copy the fill and stroke color, click Create Shape, and that's it. By pressing the shortcut keys, Ctrl+R, you can see the final render of the character's face coloring. I'll see you in the next video.